I'm Brianna Bowler, your personal freedom coach, and today my heart fucking hurts. And I've been sitting with this feeling on and off for the last couple of weeks, and today I had to speak up. But first, a backstory. A couple of weekends ago, I was driving along with a friend, and we came across a young kid, couldn't have been any older than 17, standing on a bridge on the wrong side of the railing, looking out at the drop in front of him. And in that moment, Alan and I were faced with the decision: do we pull over and get into a dialogue with this kid, not knowing what was going on, not knowing any of the context, or do we just keep driving? And so we pulled over and found ourselves in a conversation with this kid about what was going on for him. And in a nutshell, he was finding himself at the fork in the road between pursuing the life of his dreams, what his heart was calling him to, or following in the footsteps of who he was told he needed to be, of following the path that was laid out for him by his father, by society, by his community, by his culture. And he was at such a place that he felt so trapped that he felt like his only choice was to stand out on a bridge after a day out drinking, considering jumping. And long story short, after communicating with this kid, we were able to get to a place where he climbed back onto the right side of the railing, and we were able to get him the support that he needed after a couple of phone calls. But it's been sitting with me these last couple of weeks that this is so common. This is so common. And I think so much of it stems from this shame piece, this piece around society feeling like it's not safe to be exactly who we are, that we have to shape ourselves and mold ourselves to be who and what society tells us is normal, is appropriate, is successful, is worthy. And it's fucking bullshit. And the thing that hurts me the most, the thing that upsets me the most, is that what I witness is that the very industry that is created to support these people is part of the problem largely. See, what I witness is a industry, call it the self-development industry, who talk a really big game, and they show up on social media with, their perfectly manicured lifestyles, and they show up with all the right words and, show off their luxury cars and their luxury homes and, the money and all of the stuff that looks good. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you've got that, if you've created that, and you enjoy the finer things in life, I get it. And it's fucking empty if you're not showing the other side. It's fucking empty if you're trying to consistently convey this perspective of having it all together, when behind the scenes you're hiding the parts of you which still feels not enough. You're hiding the parts of you that doesn't practice what you preach. You're hiding the parts of you which you still haven't learnt to be okay with, And I'm not saying we all have to show up on social media, warts and all, but what I'm saying is that if you're stepping up into a leadership role, if you are choosing to be an influencer, if you are choosing to be a coach, if you are choosing to be a leader, then it is your responsibility to show up in integrity. It is your responsibility to consistently be in the work. It is your responsibility to be the change, to be the example, to fuck off this smoke and mirrors mentality which our entire system seems to be built upon. Right? And there's no such thing as perfection, and I'll be the first to claim where I'm out of integrity. I'll be the first person to put my hand up and say that there's been many times in my world where my actions and my words haven't aligned. But I'll tell you what, I fucking show up for it. and I will stand there and I will take it on. I'll take on the feedback, and I'll commit to being better, and I'll commit to meeting my demons head on. But for fuck's sake, something's got to fucking change. And if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. And so a call out to anyone, particularly those in a place of leadership and influence, to check yourself. And a question to sit with, and one that I've been sitting with consistently for the last couple of weeks. And that is, if the entire world followed your example, would you be happy with where you led it? So I'm Brianna Bowley, your personal freedom coach, and I hope this fucking lands. And it may be deeply triggering for some of you, and if it is, then good. I invite you to take a deeper look. And until next time, what else is possible?